Hello Libra, and welcome to my channel. Welcome to Happy You Tarot. If you're new here, once again, welcome. I'm also new here to YouTube, so I would greatly appreciate the likes, the shares, the comments, and the subscribes. I would love to have you as part of the family here at Happy You Tarot. What I want to do for you today, Libra, is a prediction reading. So 2024 prediction reading. We're going to be looking at the first half of the year. So from January to June, we're going to look at the energy around that. We're also going to look at your money and abundance and see what's coming in for you for the first half of the new year, and just the energy around that, any advice from tarot, and then we're also going to look at we're going to do a romance relationship spread, looking at the energy around your relationship for those who are partnered, and then for those who are single, we're also going to look at the energy around that and just see what's coming in for you if you have new love or ex returning. So we're going to look at that. Once again, this reading is going to be for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising, okay? And so we're going to get started. Libra, I have an overall message for you. I pulled a message, and this is going to be the message for all air signs, actually. But your message says, I celebrate my lineage and I honor my ancestors, okay? So, and I sat with that for a little bit, and what I got is that there's going to be an emphasis around gratitude and being grateful for those who have come before you. Okay, so ancestors, big emphasis on creating a legacy. Many of you are maybe continuing work from your ancestors, and just feeling really good about that. But there's going to be more of an emphasis on not forgetting who has paved the way for you in your family. Some of you may have passed on loved ones who are pushing energy down and sending you love and light and support, and that's amazing. So that's what I was getting, and to just acknowledge them, right? Acknowledge, the grandmothers and grandfathers, known or unknown, right? Those ancestors that are known or unknown. So there's going to be an emphasis around that in 2024, and just continuing to sit in gratitude, like I said, for those who have come before you. Let's see what else I got. Also, an emphasis in 2024, Libra, about you learning more maybe about your ancestry, okay? Looking at, like a family tree, family history, and understanding different patterns, right? A lot of times the work that we're doing, if we look at our family tree, we'll see that a lot of the work that we're doing is a continuation, right? Also an emphasis on breaking toxic generational patterns, right? So that's what I'm tapping into. That feels amazing. So just once again, just keeping open mind as it relates to just setting intention for gratitude, being grateful, and just not forgetting to honor and respect those that came before you, okay? Even if it's not blood tie relatives, right? But just maybe like blood relation. It could be people in your environment right now that are teaching you things, those teachers and light workers, those that are inspiring you, right? To just be able to pour back and to say thank you, or just to be grateful for those the things that they've taught you, right? And their prayers, their support, their love, okay? So a big emphasis around that for you, Libra. All right, so now let's jump into the tarot. I'm going to pull 6 cards from January to June, and we're just going to look at the energy around it, okay? All right, so I've already prayed and I've shuffled, and I'm just going to pull 6 cards for you. All right, Libra. So right out the gate, first card for January is going to be the Chariot card. Okay, so a lot of movement in the month of January. And we're about halfway through the month, but so you may feel that just a lot of movement, a lot of things moving. Many of you may be traveling. You may be as we're talking about your overall message of just connecting and feeling gratitude. So you may be traveling to see relatives, distant relatives, some of those who have paved the way, those grandfathers and grandmothers, mothers, fathers, right? So something like that. Be mindful to take advantage of that. If you are traveling to see relatives, sit down with them, right? Learn about things that they've done and see how that kind of mirrors some of the things that you're trying to accomplish, right? Ask questions. Take notes, write things down, and then do your research, right? But the Chariot card overall is Cancer energy, and it's just talking about things moving forward, moving in the way that they setting things in motion, things moving in alignment, right? The way that they're supposed to be. So reminding you that you're right where you're supposed to be in the month of January, even if things are maybe moving, a bit fast. Because like I said, we're already, even for me, like I'm just amazed that we're already through half of the month, right? So so just an emphasis on, movement, things changing, but forward movement, progress. Okay, Libra, for the month of January. All right. And then in February, you have the Hermit card. Okay. All right. Virgo energy. And major arcana cards coming out for you right away. The Hermit card talks about introspection, so just going within and thinking, right? Hearing, also listening to your intuition, hearing from inner guidance, right? Taking assessments of things that you need to do as you're maybe all of these things are coming together and things are moving fast. So you may slow down just a little bit next month to kind of pause and reflect, okay, is what I'm feeling for the month of February. All right. And then in March, you have the Ace of Wands, which talks about energy. Right. So a lot of energy here, a lot of movement. That lets me know that you're I'm hearing embarking on something new, embracing something new. So something brand new, something maybe that you have been working on, pouring energy and time into. But it looks like things are, there's more momentum, right? There's the birth of something new. So like I said, if you're working on a project, you're going to start to see things manifest in the month of March. But a lot of energy, a lot of determination, fire energy, masculine energy. So I love that for you, Libra. And then in the month of April, you have the Eight of Pentacles. Wow, Libra. So Eight of Pentacles talks about working, right? Practice, right? Putting progress, things working, because you are, because you do have there's a lot of energy and momentum and things are working. So it looks like right out of the gate, Libra, you're going to be busy, right, for the first half of 2024. But it looks really good. It really feels like, I don't know. It feels like movement in a positive direction, because maybe you have been, maybe last year, putting a lot of in the blueprint phase, so to speak, right? Trying to write things down or just get things in order. Maybe in your mental space of just how is this gonna, how am I gonna do this? You're getting your strategy together, your plan. So that may have been where a lot of you were in 2023. But in 2024, things are just moving and coming together. And you're working them and you're feeling good about it. Trust in the process. I love that. Okay, so then in the month of May, you have the Temperance card, another major arcana. And that Sagittarius's energy. Temperance is reminding you to have patience in a situation. If many of you are moving around and things are moving fast in your environment, Temperance is telling you to just, maybe pause, right? Self-reflection, balance, patience, have patience with yourself, have patience with other people, right? Because many of you may be moving so fast and wanting to create and bring things into fruition and setting intention for things, so much so that you may become impatient, is what I'm feeling, with other people who are not moving maybe as fast as you are and as fast as you would like to see things happen. I hear someone saying, come on, let's go, let's do it, right? So just being patient to know that things are balancing out, and however the chips may fall, it's still working in your favor, right? Just because it's not an immediate result, right? Trust in that process, that things are working in divine timing the way that they're supposed to, okay? All right, and then in the month of June, you have the High Priestess. Beautiful. So the High Priestess is all about that inner wisdom, inner knowing, using what you have learned from past experiences, and in whatever area of your life, that resonates with. This feels definitely like someone who's working towards a goal, something that has just a lot of intention and momentum behind it. But this could, you take it how it resonates for you. This could definitely be a work relationship, a romantic relationship. This could be family, getting on the same page, because remember we said in the beginning, there's a focus on celebrating your lineage and honoring the ancestors and those who came before you, right? So, and then in the High Priestess talks about that inner wisdom, spiritual connections, emotional well-being, just being rounded, listening to all those different parts of yourself, right? And knowing and that however that is coming together for you, however you are who you are, is a direct reflection of those who have come before you. And to be able to sit and just reflect on that and be guided from that, right? So just being grateful for those who have helped you, who you are still connected to, right? In your family, your ancestry. So it looks really, really good. It also too, with this High Priestess card, there may be someone that has passed on, that is really a guardian for you, right? Really helping you through this on a spiritual level. So trust that intuition. Pay attention to dreams. Pay attention to repeating numbers, and ask spirit, what does that mean for me? Is there an ancestor who is speaking to me, right? From the other side. And if those of you who are, who maybe have an ancestor altar or just a sacred space where you go to and you connect to spirit, right? Connect to spirit, your spirit team, your angels, ancestors, spirit guides. I always say that that's, your spirit team, right? Because we have a lot of energies around us that are just helping us and pouring love and light and support down so that we can, walk in our calling and move in a purposeful, meaningful way. So if you believe that, and you believe that you are connected, and you are doing the work, right, of your ancestors, right? So just showing gratitude, right? And keeping that momentum going, and knowing that if you feel this burst of energy, that this is spirit, this is your spirit team helping you and pushing you. And they just want you to just acknowledge that they're there, right? And that they are helping you, and just a big thank you, right? If you don't know what else to say, what else to pray, just thank you and sitting in gratitude is one of the highest vibrations, right, of love, and just, well, it sits at a higher vibration with love, and we can just show that gratitude, and we also can manifest through that energy, okay? So it looks really good, Libra. The first 6 months of the new year for you, a lot of movement, a lot of energy. You're going to feel busy, maybe even a little tired. So don't forget to pause and reflect, self-care, rest, balance, patience, right, with yourself and with others. And if you can stay focused, it looks good, okay? Around June, I will tap back in and we'll look at June through December for you, all right? So let's move on. We're going to look at your money and abundance, right? So we'll see the energy around that. So Spirit, for my Libras who are connecting to this reading, what is the energy around things that are coming in for them as far as their money, around career, investments? All right. Beautiful. Okay, the bottom of the deck energy is the Golden Cup, which talks about overflowing prosperity. Okay, taking care of business, Beautiful. And that's what I'm feeling, Libras. 2024 is going to be all about you doing that, taking control of your destiny, right? Not sitting around and procrastinating, but just this push of energy, this burst of energy from higher self, from your spirit team. And I just hear yes, right? It's time is now. You have the first card, you have the ornaments card. All right, as an energy. And that card is about extra money, mature investments. It's also about celebration, right? So you'll probably get to a place this year where you do see things happening. The work that you put in, you're seeing the fruits of that labor. You're seeing investments mature, right? Or you're at least seeing them grow where you feel good about it. Like, wow, like you can see, like I said, the fruits of your labor and how that's you can actually see it, right? See it unfold. It's not just a vision in your head, but you can actually see that it is, things are coming into fruition for you. There's going to be extra money. I would just say my advice is that when you do see things coming in, if there's work projects or things, maybe side jobs, side hustles that you have and money is pouring in, make sure you're saving it. Make sure that you are investing, okay? Investments or savings, finding out maybe information if you're not sure how to do that, because yeah, it looks good. I would just say, because I see it, right? I see the increase. So just being strategic and planning, right, and knowing what to do with that, being very logical and very practical. Okay. The next energy you have is the turtle card energy. All right, and the turtle card energy talks about slow and steady progress, right? Things working, trusting the process of divine timing. Some of you may be moving, you may be getting a different job. The turtle card also talks about moving, changing locations, right? You may be your work, if it's a new job, it may call for you to travel for work, okay? But it looks good if you are traveling for work, and maybe you're not looking at that in the beginning as something you really want to do, but you know that it's going to pay off in the end. You feel that intuitively. What I'm seeing is yes, confirmation, yes, because slow and steady progress lets me know that yes, it's a yes, that things are working and moving in the direction that they're supposed to. And remember, your first card out for January was the Chariot card, right? That card of travel. So I definitely could be speaking to some Libras who are going to be doing a lot of traveling in 2024, whether it's business, leisure, checking some things off of your bucket list, right? Traveling, but yeah, travel, a big emphasis on travel. All right, and in your last energy, you have the candle energy. The candle energy talks about taking action, okay? Manifesting money, management, maybe getting a new position, promotion, right? And it's also talking about being visible, right? People seeing you. They're seeing you. They're wanting to work with you. They see your worth and your value. And what I would say is that's happening because you're taking control and you're seeing your worth and value and knowing what you're worth, right? Knowing your own worth, and then that's being reflected, right? And other people are seeing it too, and they're wanting to work with you. So a lot of, once again, fire energy, very determined energy. Okay, with that candle card. So that looks amazing, Libra. All right, so let's shift now. We're going to do the love portion of the reading. And what I'm going to do first is for singles, okay? So I'm going to pull a card for my singles and just see the overall energy. So for my Libras who are single, beautiful. You have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune energy is all about destiny. It's also things working and moving and progressing the way that they should be. It's talking about luck and cycles, right? Leaving one cycle, coming into something new. So for many of you that are single, that just may be that. You may meet someone this year, right? It talks about a chance. It could express a chance meeting, right? So just unexpected. You find yourself in an unexpected connection in 2024. You may have shut the door, right? Closed a chapter in your life as it relates to love and partnership, romance, and now you're stepping into a new cycle, okay, and feeling very good about that. Whether that is stepping into a new cycle with another partner, or just stepping into a cycle and feeling whole and complete within yourself, right? Before that person comes into your life, which I think is, is good, very important, a very good energy to be in, a needed energy to be in, right? Before we can manifest and attract, right, the person that we want to bring into our energy. So that looks really good. So let me pull you a few more cards. All right, for Libra, single Libras. All right. The first card is the Runner. Okay, the Runner energy, which this talks about there you may be. So I'm feeling this in two different ways. You may be someone who is running from a situation, or maybe you find yourself going back and forth from a past situation with a past lover. So in 2024, the Runner card just it's kind of like it's a advice card from Spirit, right? That's what I'm feeling it as. And so Spirit's just saying that, because remember, the Wheel of Fortune talks about cycles, right? And closing a cycle and closing one chapter of your life and stepping into something new. So if this is you, Spirit is just really it's also referring to fear of intimacy, right? So you may I'm feeling that some of you may go back into a relationship that you know is not healthy for you, but it feels comfortable, right? Because that's what you know. So you're like, okay, well, I'd rather be with this because, I know this, even if it's, somewhat crazy. I know this crazy, right? I know this person's patterns or whatever. But if you remember, you had the card of intuition, right? And your spirit team being there to guide you. So sit with that and what really resonates with your soul. Where are you from a soul level? What do you really want to see happen in your romantic connections, right, in 2024? Is it time for you to shut the door on a cycle that you're kind of keeping the door open, and it's repeating, patterns are repeating as it relates to a past lover? That's what I'm feeling. Someone is just wanting to go back because it's comfortable, right? That fear of maybe moving forward and meeting someone new. So don't fear that. Trust the process, right? The Wheel of Fortune is here saying that the wheel is turning in your favor. Okay, so you have to trust that. All right. The next card you have is Twin Flame. Okay. So you may have met someone that you felt like was a twin flame connection. You may have been in a connection with someone and you just felt like, the chemistry was like spot on, and maybe you don't know exactly why, because that's what I'm feeling. Like, you may not be with this person, you may be in separation from this person, but you don't understand why, because to you it was a spot on connection. It was the chemistry. You felt like this person complimented you. But just remember that in twin flame connections, that other person has to recognize, right, in this timeline, that you are their person, right? So if you're the only one recognizing it and they haven't recognized it, then it's not going to work. And just trust the process in that too, right? We have connections lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. So maybe and each connection teaches us a lesson about self and growth, right? And enlightenment. So trust the process on that. If you have had to shut the door, or if you're leaving the door kind of half open, but intuitively it's time for you to shut that door, trust that process. Trust your intuition. Shut the door and just watch how things are going to move in your favor. Trust the lesson and the blessing that's going to come out of that, even if it has not manifested yet. Because what I'm feeling for some of you is that there is some hesitation. You're kind of on the fence about, do I go into this new cycle, or do I fall back into something with a partner that I'm just comfortable with. But many of you may not. If you're really honest with yourself, there's no growth there, right? There's no peace, and it's not healthy. Okay, so that's intuitively, that's what I'm feeling. And then the last energy for the single Libras, you have heart with the key. All right. So heart with the key talks about welcoming love, right? So once again, trusting that process. So many of you, keeping that open heart and an open mind that if you have to shut the door on a past relationship or an existing relationship now, and you're already knowing that you're going to have to shut the door, just trust that the heart with the key talks about new love coming in, something that's more secure, meeting the one, right? Getting together and it feels perfect. It's like it's in perfect alignment for you, right? What's perfect for you. Of course, there's perfect is however you define it, right? But perfect for you. So just waiting out and trusting, like I said, once again, trusting the process with this Wheel of Fortune that things are destined to move in your favor. Okay? Even if right now it doesn't look like it. All right? So that is for my single Libras. All right. And so let's see, Spirit, what about my Libras who are coupled? So you're in a new connection or a long-term connection, a marriage. What is the energy around it? For my coupled Libras. Temperance. Okay. So you may be in a relationship with a Sagittarius. Sagittarius energy with that Temperance card coming out. And let me pull you 3 more cards to clarify that energy for my coupled Libras. All right. Okay. So for those of you who are coupled, once again, the overall energy is temperance, which talks about balance and patience, okay? Trusting that things are coming and happening and growing or being restored even in divine timing, okay? The balance between, I always say temperance for me feels like the balance between heaven and earth, right? Understanding that we are spirit and having a human experience. So we're kind of tied to both, right? So just a balance in that. A lot of you may be in a relationship where you are restoring and bringing order and balance to your relationship. If there was some turbulence, I like to say, right? Some past hurts, things that happened. You just weren't on one accord. And so now there's a shift happening where you are getting on the same page because you have the Paradise card here, enjoying each other, oneness, wholeness. Okay, so that balance of that, understanding each other, understanding each other's love language, seeing each other's points of view. Right? Open your eyes to a different perspective maybe as it relates to each other. Understanding that we're not all the same, but we can embrace each other's differences. So these are some of the things that I'm feeling for my coupled Libras in 2024. The palm tree also talks about growth in the relationship. Okay? Stability. So things may be growing. Remember to be flexible, right? A lot of you are learning that with your partner, how to be flexible. That equal balance, give and take, reciprocity is what I'm feeling. And then the boat card, okay? The boat card is a different energy. So for some of you, you may be in a situation where you may be agreeing to come to an overall understanding that this relationship is not going to work, and you're not leaving with heart, with any negative feelings, right? It's a mutual understanding, a mutual agreement. So you're moving on, you're kind of closing that chapter, right? And being okay with it. Okay. The boat card talks about progression, moving on, and receiving what you need through closure. Okay. This could also be And that's the heaviest energy I'm feeling for some of you. But if it's a relationship that is progressing and moving forward, then the Boat card could also talk about that as well. Getting on the same page and now receiving, what you need from one another. Working on yourself, understanding and reflecting on what it is that you need, right? And pouring into yourself, and then connecting the dots with your partner, right? And moving, looking at core beliefs and values and how those are going to move you two forward. All right. So that can also be the energy around that for my coupled Libras. All right. So that is your message, your 2024 predictions, Libra. I hope that message inspired and gave you some confirmation. I always say these readings are more confirmation, right? That what Spirit has already said to you, right? And I'm just confirming it, right, through what I'm feeling in the energy. Once again, thank you for watching. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Like I said, I would love to have you as part of the family here. And the more the channel grows, the more I can interact with you all and tap into your energy. And the readings will only get better. All right. Peace, love, and light, Libra. I'll see you next time.